Awesome. All right, we're good to go. Welcome everyone to Yoga and Pilates Fusion. My name is Sydney and I am the fitness coordinator with BCU Rec Sports, and I'm really excited to be with you all today. We're going to be doing about half the class is some pretty traditional vinyasa yoga style, and then we'll come down to the mat for some mat Pilates work as well. So if you have a mat, go ahead and grab it. If you don't have one, that's completely fine. I will also show some options with some yoga blocks today, but again, that's completely optional. All right, go ahead, find a comfortable seat here. Okay. If it feels good, you could even take a block underneath the hips to elevate the hips so that the knees are lower. Completely up to you. Option if you'd like to close the eyes for a moment or to keep them open, your choice. And let's just start nice and easy, rolling the shoulders up towards the ears and down and back. Inhale to come up and exhale to roll back. Inhale to come up, exhale, good. Two more. Good, nice and easy. Let's take it the other way. Inhale up, roll the shoulders forward. Ensuring we've got our shoulders stacked over our hips. We're starting to engage the core. One last one. Great, let's take some nice seated cat-cow. Hands on top of the knees. We'll inhale, small extension through the spine, lift the heart up towards the sky. Inhale, exhale, tuck the chin in towards the chest. Draw the weight into the hands, hollow out through the belly. Inhale, reach and rise, extending through the spine. Exhale, chin to chest, lower and sit it back. Good, and again, inhale to rise. Exhale, one more time, inhale to reach. Exhale, chin to chest. Restacking through the center. Take your right hand onto the side of your mat. Create a little tent with those fingertips. We'll lift the left hand up, reach up and over, grounding down through that left hip into the mat so we get that full body stretch on the side. Good, bring it back through the center. Inhale and exhale, other side. Good, inhale and exhale. We'll flow a few more times. You can go at your own pace, your own time. Inhale to rise, exhale to reach. One more time each way. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, last time, exhale. Good, let's come to a tabletop position here. I'll come on my mat long ways. We are about to do a good amount of kind of work on our hands, so let's just do a little bit of a wrist warm up. Start to circle through the wrist, just making nice easy circles here. And the other direction. Good, and then we'll come to a tabletop position with our hands underneath our shoulders, our knees underneath our hips, core is engaged. And let's start to rock forward gently so we feel a stretch into the forearm, and then press it back gently. Good, little stretch forward and gently back. One more time like this. Good, now take the fingertips towards you, towards your knees. This one's gonna be a little bit more intense, so no pain or discomfort, just a slight little stretch here. So same thing, we'll come forward and back. This one might not be quite as far back, okay? Forward and back. And last one, top of the hand comes down into the mat now. And let's just gently pull back and then restack. This one's not super comfortable, but it also feels really great at the same time. Good, one last one. Good, bring your hands, palms back down to the mat. We'll extend the legs back, finding a plank position, press out of the shoulders. And bring the hips up and back, find a downward facing dog. This is our first downward facing dog of the day, so we'll take a moment to warm up and get into our nice position. Shoulders are away from the ears, spread those fingers out nice and wide. Bend the knees as much as you need to feel comfortable into the hamstrings, the back of the legs. If you want to shake out the knees, bend one knee, extend through the other. Feel free to do so, warming up into the ankles. Nice and easy. Good. Let's bend through the knees a lot. Walk the feet slowly up towards the hands, forward fold. Let the head hang, maybe grab for opposite elbows if that feels good. Continue to bend those knees as much as you need to. You can sway side to side. You can stay still in the center. Good, hands come back down, bend the knees a lot, inhale. Exhale, roll it up, one vertebrae at a time, finding mountain pose. Roll the shoulders down and back. Good, close the eyes for a moment, bend through the knees, feel the feet planted onto the ground. Have a moment here, inhale, and exhale, release. Good, we'll take some rounds of sun salutation. I'll do 2 modified rounds, and then I'll do 2 amplified rounds so that you can see the difference here. Let's inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, hips go back, forward fold, bend the knees as much as you need to. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine, squeeze through the shoulder blades. Exhale, forward fold. We'll bend the knees, plant the hands, walk yourself back into either full plank or lower modified plank. Okay. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, hug the elbows in. Let's lower all the way down this first time. Inhale, low cobra. Squeeze through the glutes, tops of the feet onto the mat. Exhale, tuck the toes under, press back into plank. Downward facing dog. Inhale to breathe in. Exhale, release. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, walk the feet up, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, nice long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, reach to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful, one more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hips go back, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands. Inhale to plank full or lowered. Exhale, lower all the way down or up through upward facing dog. Option for low cobra. Exhale, breath, tuck the toes, press it back through plank. Into downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Inhale, bend the knees a lot. Exhale, walk the feet forward, forward fold. Inhale, nice long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, reach it up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good, 2 more. Inhale, reach, circle sweep. Exhale, hips go back. Inhale, nice long spine, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. We'll plant the hands down. Inhale, finding our plank. Option this time if you'd like, finding that little tricep push-up, coming up through upward facing dog. Tops of the feet on the mat, lifting through the knees. Exhale, pressing back into downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, walk or hop yourself up to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Reach it up. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time. You choose all the options you need here. Inhale to reach. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge the hips back. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale through plank. Either lower all the way down or small push-up to upward facing dog. Exhale, hips come up and back. Downward facing dog. Good, let's take a few breaths here. Option if you need to, take a moment in child's pose. Let's all take 3 breaths together wherever you're at. Fill the lungs, fill the belly, and release. Good, one more breath wherever you're at. Slowly meet us in downward facing dog, if you're not there already. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, walk the feet up to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees. Circle sweep. Hands come through heart center. Exhale. Good, let's change things up a little bit. Option, hands stay at heart center, or we lengthen the arms up overhead. Feet can stay together or come hip width distance, whatever feels good on your knees and hips. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, we'll sit it back into chair pose. So open through the chest again. Option to bring the hands to heart center. Sit the hips back, hinging here. Core is engaged. Knit the ribs together. Come on up to stand. Inhale and exhale, hold again one more time. Continue to breathe. Relax through the shoulders. And bring it up. Good, let's come into a little combo here. Again, option to lower your hands to heart center. We'll come down into chair. Inhale. As we rise, we press into our left heel. Right knee will rise. Lift through the knee, core engaged. Inhale, reset, chair. Exhale, drive, keep the core engaged. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Few more. You get to choose the depth of your chair pose here. Maybe you're looking for a challenge. You're going a little deeper. Maybe you still have your hands lifted up towards the sky. Your choice. Last one here on this last side. Lower down. Inhale to reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Option to walk back through plank and take vinyasa flow through upward facing dog, or just step back into downward facing dog from forward fold. Take a moment. Inhale, breathe it in. Exhale, release. Let's inhale our right leg up towards the sky. 3-legged dog, both hips are square to the mat, flexing through the ankle, flexing through the toes. Shift forward, drive the knee to the chest, and then as gracefully as you possibly can, drop that front foot down in front of you. Good. Feel free to stay here for a moment, catch your breath. Nice stretch through that left hip flexor. Let's all rise up into crescent lunge. So I'm staying low into my front leg. My knee is over my ankle. Head and chest is lifted up. Hold it here for a moment. Maybe it's a little bit more shallow for you. Maybe it's a little deeper. Find your position. Hands come to heart center. Option to stay here. Option to twist. Left elbow comes on the outside of the right knee. We press into the hands. Think about getting those palms in the center of your chest so that the spine can stay long. We can look up towards the sky, down towards our right foot for some more balance. Breathe here. Lengthen through the spine. Power through that back left heel. Last inhale. Exhale to stay. Inhale, rise back up, crescent lunge. From here, power forward into warrior 3. Hands come to heart center. Maybe we balance here. Maybe we tilt it forward. Open up through the chest. Squeeze through the core. Lengthen through the spine. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Whew. Good. Shake out those legs. Let the head hang. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Let's all just step back through plank. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, other way. Inhale, left leg. We rise and lift, extend through that back heel. Good, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee comes to the chest, drive it forward. Drop the foot between the front two hands. Hold this for a moment, lengthen through the spine. Check that we have knee over the ankle. Reach it up. Crescent lunge. Hold it here. Again, maybe adjust your stance slightly. Shoulders over the hips, no matter where you're at. Core is engaged. Bring the hands to heart center. Option to stay. Option to find a twist. Right elbow now comes to the outside of the left knee. Press into those palms. Find some pressure there. Draw the belly button back towards the spine. Decide where you're going to keep your gaze. Inhale. Exhale to stay. Inhale, rotate back through the center. Crescent lunge. Exhale, power forward. Warrior three. Hands at heart center. Square the chest, square the hip down towards the mat. Slight bend in that left knee. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Shake out the knees. Let the head hang. Whew. Good. Let's inhale, bend the knees. Exhale. Straighten and lengthen. Inhale to plant the hands, walk it back through plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good, let's do one more sequence before we come down to the mat. Inhale, right leg comes up towards the sky, finding that three-legged dog. Bend the knee, heel comes to the glute, open through the hip, stack the knee over the hip. Right knee over left hip. Equal pressure in the two hands on the mat. Good. Re-square, lower down. Other side, inhale, left leg comes up. Bend through the knee. Stack and open through the hips. Feel a stretch on the front of the left leg. Core engaged. Re-square and lower down. Good, let's do that one more time. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale to open. Square it off. Lower down. One more time. Inhale to lift. Exhale to open and stack. And bring it back through center. Lower down. Bring yourself to a tabletop position. Let's take a moment in child's pose. Hips go back by the heels. Hands extend forward. Take a few deep breaths here. Option knees together will be more of a low back stretch. Knees further apart to the edges of your mat will be more into the hips. Take what sounds good to you. Good, let's come forward through tabletop and gently lower ourselves all the way down. I'm gonna move my block slightly. Okay, so let's get inner thighs engaged, zipped up together. Tops of the feet are gonna plant into the mat the entire time. Extend your arms in front of you. kind of in a Superman position. We'll lift up and lengthen through the spine, arms will lift, and then exhale, draw the palms to face the thighs, coming into locust pose. So inhale, reach, extend forward. Exhale, lift and lengthen. Inhale and exhale. A few more times. Squeeze into the glutes. Feet planted into the mat. Let's do 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, and lower all the way down. Good. Press into the palms, squeeze through the core. Come up back to a tabletop position. And let's do some bird dog. So make sure that we've got shoulders directly over the hands. Hips are directly over the knees. Pressing out of the shoulder, core is engaged. Nice long spine. We'll inhale, right arm by the ear. And then in opposition, press through that left heel, finding a long line in the body. Exhale to lower. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale to lower. Good, you continue your own pace, your own time. Squaring the shoulders and hips down into the mat. Pressing out of that supporting shoulder. And we're thinking more about length here as opposed to height with the back leg. So we want to find one long line from fingertip to heel. 1 more each side. Last time, inhale. And exhale, hips go back. Child's pose, 1 more time. Then we'll slowly come up, come to our back. All right. So now we're kind of more into the Pilates portion of class. We'll do some nice core work here, okay? Let's first just kind of check the alignment of our pelvis. We want to ensure that we're not arching and tipping forward into the hips and low back, and not under tucking and flattening out through the spine. So find your neutral pelvis, draw your belly button back towards your spine, core engaged, hands on either side, open through the chest. Let's draw both knees up to a tabletop position, maintaining that nice neutral spine, knees directly over the hips. Inhale, reach out 1 leg away from center. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, tabletop. So the goal here is to extend that leg out and not allow the hips and low back to go with it. If you feel any tension or even pain in the low back, just take that leg a little bit higher, reduce the range of motion, and that's going to help with that. I like to kind of feel for both of my hip points and ensuring that they're not moving forward or back. Let's do 4 more. Inhale and exhale. Good. Last 2. Last 1. Knees come into the chest, hands wrap to the top of the shins. Now we'll take double leg stretch. There's option to have the head rest onto the mat or tuck the chin in towards the chest, lift the belly button. Your choice. We'll inhale, reach both arms and legs out long away from the center. Exhale, swing it back, find that little ball. Inhale to reach. Exhale, bring it back in. Good, 2 more. Again, option to lower the head down if that doesn't feel great on the neck. And then watch for that low back. Maybe we take the legs up a little bit higher if that's what we need to do to support the low back and keep the core engaged. Good, 2 more. I know we're feeling it. You're doing great. Last one. Good, lower down. Awesome, shake it out. Hands on either side. Let's bring legs up towards the sky. If you're feeling any tightness in the hip flexors or the hamstrings, you can bend your knees a little bit on this one. There's no pressure to get them completely straight. Let's inhale, lower right leg down towards the floor. Exhale, bring it back up. Inhale to lower and reach. Exhale, bring it back up. Good, you continue here. Again, watching for that pelvis. If you're feeling some tension and tightness into the hip flexors, squeeze through the glutes. And that's going to ensure that we're using the proper muscles in this exercise. Good, nice and easy. Inhale to lower, exhale to rise, one more each side. Inhale. Good, knees come in towards the chest. Rock it side to side. Good, let's bring the feet down to the mat. For a glute bridge, feet are hip width distance apart. Make sure you have mid-hip, knee, and ankle in alignment. Feet are about a hand's length distance away from your glutes. Inhale as we prepare. Exhale, press into the heels. Squeeze through the glutes, lift up towards the sky. Inhale at the top. Exhale, articulate one vertebrae at a time. Hips are last to touch down. Inhale, prepare. Exhale to lift and rise. Inhale at the top. Exhale, one vertebrae at a time, slowly rolls us down. Good. You continue your own pace, your own time, making sure that we're squeezing into the glutes and the hamstrings and not allowing the arch of the low back to kind of lift us up. You don't want that to be the initiation of the movement here. It also helps if you kind of almost think about pulling your heels towards your glutes, and that's really going to ensure that the hamstrings are fired up as well. Good, let's do one more. Good, knees come back into the chest. Rock side to side if that feels good. All right, let's rock forward and back. Create a little bit of momentum. Come all the way up to sit. Okay, 2 more core movements, and then we're doing some nice, easy stretching, okay? So the first one, we'll come into boat pose. So this is more yoga here. We'll lean back slightly, engage with the core, roll the shoulders down, reach the arms out. We'll bring both legs up to a lift here, okay? Holding for a moment. Lengthen through the spine, engage into those inner thighs, open through the chest. Continue to breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Good. This next exercise, we have 2 options. We're going to alternate between high boat and low boat. So we'll come from the lifted position. We'll inhale, lengthen, lower the legs and the upper body slightly. Exhale, use the core to draw the knees back in. And then we'll alternate. Option 2. One leg stays planted on the ground, one leg lifts to tabletop. We inhale, reach, and exhale, drive. I'll tell you when to switch halfway, okay? Ready, pick your option. Arms are lifted, lean it back, core engaged, 1 or 2 legs. Inhale, lower and lengthen. Exhale, drop back up. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, good. Inhale. And exhale, go ahead, switch my one-legged boats. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, one more time. Inhale, reach, exhale, draw it up, and lower down. Just roll forward, good. Maybe head goes side to side, shake it no, shake it yes. Okay, let's go ahead, bring ourselves into a tabletop position. Get there however is easiest for you. And good news, we're taking a nice long stretch out, okay? The yoga part we always look forward to. Let's come back to our tabletop. And let's take some cat-cow here from table. We'll inhale, drop the belly down, shine the heart forward, gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, press into the palms, chin comes towards the chest. Inhale, lowering to come up. And exhale, pressing up and away. You take a few more rounds, your own pace, your own time. Add any additional movement, maybe that's a side lateral bend, some circles through the hips or the shoulders. Take the variation that feels best to you. One more pass each way. Back through neutral spine, we'll come up through plank into downward facing dog. Good, pedal out through the feet, bend through the knees. And let's take right foot, lift it up, drive the knee through the chest, lower that foot in front so that our two hands are framing the foot, and we'll drop the left knee here. Good, so again, I've got that 90-degree angle here in my front knee. Slightly tuck of the pelvis so we can get a nice stretch on that left hip flexor. We'll stay here for a moment. If it feels better for you to be fully lifted into lunge, feel free. Big deep breaths. If the back knee is lifted, go ahead, drop it down, and we'll shift back, lengthen through the right leg, stack the hip over the knee for half split. So both hands are framing here. I'm bending my knee as much as I need to. This would be a great place for blocks if you need a little extra support. Maybe you have a pillow nearby, something to support you here. Keep the spine nice and long. You can kind of play around with pointing the foot and flexing through the ankle. Good, rebend into the right knee. Shuffle the foot to the outside edge of your mat. Right hand comes on the inside, the instep of the foot. So now my knee is by my shoulder. So this is lizard here. Getting a little bit deeper into the hip. Staying nice and lifted through the chest. If you would like to, you can roll to the outside edge of your right foot. Getting into the hip even a little bit more. I'll show you a front view real quick, just so you can see that. Rolling to the outside edge here. Totally optional, do what feels good. Go ahead, bring your foot back. Reframe through the foot. Both hands plant down. Downward facing dog. Left foot inhale to reach. Exhale, knee drives forward. Drop into your lunge. Option, right knee stays lifted. Option, right knee comes down. Staying here for a moment. Slight tuck of the pelvis on the right side. So we can get a nice long stretch on the hip flexor. Knee over ankle on the left. Plant the hands down. Extend through the left leg. Half split here, hamstring stretch. Hands on either side to support you. Again, option, rocking forward and back, flexing through the ankle. Awesome. Reframe, re-lunge. Take the left hand on the inside of the left foot, scoot the left foot to the outside edge of the mat, press out of the shoulders, lengthen through the spine. Lizard pose. Option to roll now onto the outside edge of the foot, getting a little bit deeper into the hip. Good. Let's reframe, re-lunge, tuck the back toes, hands plant down, downward facing dog. Good. One full breath in. Exhale, release. Gently lower the knees down and find a comfortable sitting position. Last few stretches here. Let's just take a nice little rotation through the spine. We'll inhale, lift the arms up long. Left arm comes to right knee. Right hand comes behind me as I exhale and twist through the spine. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Doesn't have to be big here. It can even just be a switch of gaze. Slowly rotate back through the center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, right hand to left knee. Left hand reaches back behind you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Slowly come back to the center. Inhale to lift. Exhale, hands to our center. Awesome, everyone. Thank you so much for spending your afternoon with me. That is it for today. We'll go ahead and stop the video. Stop recording. If you have any questions, if you want to stick around and chat with us through the chat, feel free to do so.